This is Johnny Boy Boxing at Fight Hype. I'm here with the great Sergio More. How you feeling?
Nah, I'm here with the great Johnny Boy. Come on, man. You know, when I see you walking, I'm like, hey, what's up?
That's
you
my.
you
already know, man. That's my guy. All right, so we just had the weigh-in for Bouts and Stionis. Tell me, what are your thoughts? What are Stanios' chances of pulling out the upset against Bouts?
Listen, man, it's here, dude. You got two champions, unbeaten. Both of them are pressure fighters. You got Stionis on the front foot. He reminds me of like Gennady Golovkin. Not as much power, but the style, the way he cuts off the ring, the pressure he puts, the combinations he throws. I mean, he's a beast. Plus, he has that Olympic pedigree. And then you get Bouts Ennis, of course, man. That guy is incredible to watch. He's just a natural talent, a natural ability, but now he has a chip on his shoulder. Ever since that Karen Chukagian fight where he took a lot of criticism, especially from guys like me. I mean, he let me have it in the fighter meetings, man. He let me have it. There's a chip on his shoulder. It only got bigger. He has a lot to prove, and I could see a hunger and a meanness, and he has something to show, man. He knows that he's in there with another champion. And another thing that he said when he was talking to us, he hates the fact that he inherited that world title. He didn't beat a champion to become a champion. He kind of just they gave it to him. It was the email championship. He hates that, man. I love hearing that. He's too proud for that. He wants to become a champion. Now he's facing one. It's incredible, man.
Okay, so this is a unification. If he's successful and victorious against this, who would you have him fight after this? Barrios, Brian Norman Jr.? What do you think?
Listen, man, I think Brian Norman Jr. is he's the one everyone's gonna want to avoid. That kid's a monster.
Yeah.
Let that one wait. I think Mario Barrios makes a lot of sense because he's holding on to that belt. He has names under his resume. He's came up short, but I think Mario Barrios makes the most sense as far as unifying and who's the best fight for you. But Brian Norman's dangerous, man. I don't think no one's gonna be calling his name. That kid's a beast.
How do you see that fight playing out between Brian Norman Jr. and Bouts Ennis?
Man, I hate to say, look, Bouts is a beast. Stionis is a beast. Norman's a beast. All of them are undefeated. All of them have something scary about them. It's a toss-up, man. It's not an easy fight for, no matter how you put it, it's not an easy fight.
Who do you lean towards?
You gotta say Bouts, number one.
What about the defense of Bouts? Is he lacking in that department because of the Karen fight?
You know, it's not that he's lacking, man. The thing about Bouts is he's such an offensive, feeling-minded fighter that he puts himself in a way to get hit because he's always looking for the knockout. He's always looking for the big shots. Guys like that are fun to watch. You know, they don't mind getting hit. They're going to go for the knockout. So that's what's going to make him a star. But Norman has that. Stionis is always looking for the knockout on the front foot. So it's just an exciting division, an exciting moment. It goes back to like the 1980s and early 90s where the best were fighting the best, and it was pound for pound of talent in the welterweight division.
Now, if Stionis shocks the division and he wins, does he reign supreme, or he's going to have difficulty with Brian Norman Jr., like you said, or Mario Barrios? Can he wipe out all the other welterweights?
I think if he beats Bouts Ennis,
that's the test.
Supreme. Yeah, he reigns supreme. I don't think no one can mess with him after that. I think he'll be the top dog, and he has a lot to fight for. He'll be unified. He'll be lineal. He'll still be undefeated. He'll be in his prime of his career, 30 years old. And a new father, man. That's another thing. You know, he's expecting. You know,
the hunger.
Yeah, man. To set up your legacy, to set up your last name, to set up your future. You know, he's fighting for a lot, man, in Monte Stionis, and that's what makes it so special, man. A lot's on the line.
Absolutely. But is it a 50-50 fight with Stionis and Bouts, or is it 55-45? How do you see it?
55-45. You got to edge Bouts Ennis. So he has more. I think he has more tools in the toolbox. You know, he can fight lefty, he can fight righty. He can go on the front foot, be on the back foot. Defensively, I think he has. He can be better defensively when he's moving and sharp. Stionis has that hands-up defense, which I'm personally not a fan of that.
Yeah.
You know, guys like him, Winky Wright, Arthur Abraham, they made a career doing that. I hate that, man. I like making guys completely miss.
Absolutely.
Ennis can make you completely miss when he's firing on all cylinders. So I would edge it to Bouts on that one.
Absolutely. Being elusive is the key to having a longevity in this career, right? Boxing, right?
Yeah, taking less punishment, man.
Yes.
Less punishment, because when you're absorbing, even on the forearms, even on the biceps, and on the gloves, they're fighting with 8-ounce gloves. You know, you got a professional puncher punching through 8-ounce gloves. You're feeling that, you know, and you always get marked up. So all those guys that have that peekaboo defense, a hands-up defense, no matter how much they dominate and control a fight, after the fight, they're all marked up because of that defense. So I think Bouts is he's gonna have fun with that defense if things go his way.
Absolutely. Final question, switching gears real quickly. We have a super fight in September, Canelo Alvarez versus Terrence Bud Crawford. Who wins that fight and how? Quickly. I don't have to. You don't have to give a whole speech.
You gotta edge it out to the bigger fighter. Canelo's a legend. He's a bigger fighter, a natural 168 pounder. He's faced all the beasts. He faced guys like Bud Crawford before, but I don't put it past Bud, man. This guy's just another pound for pound special fighter. Greatness like that comes once in a lifetime, once in an era. I won't be surprised if he pulls it off either.
Okay, now Bouts is successful. Where do you rank him in the top 10? Is he a top 10 all-time fighter if he beats Canelo Alvarez? 6 weight divisions?
Bud Crawford.
Yeah, if Bud beats Canelo, is he a top 10 fighter? Is he of all time?
Absolutely. He would have to be top. I mean, to be undisputed 140, 147, and 168, that's incredible.
3 times.
I mean, 3-time undisputed, that's incredible, man. That's up there with the legends, So yeah, man, I'll have to say all-time great.
Absolutely. It's Johnny Boy Boxing Up Fight Hype, the great Sergio Mora. We'll see you soon,
Johnny
brother.
Boy.
You got it, brother.